Hello, my name is Todd Hardy. I'm co-director of the MS Clinic at the Brain and Mind Centre at the University of Sydney and a staff specialist neurologist at Concord Hospital. And I've been a clinician and researcher in the field of MS for more than 10 years. Now you'll know that MS is a demyelinating disease, and one of the ways that clinicians follow demyelination or disease activity in patients with MS is with serial MRI scans. But what would be extremely helpful is for clinicians is if there was something that we could measure in the blood, in other words, a biomarker of demyelination, to give us more information about what's going on in our patients. So in this exploratory study, what we're going to do is look for a biomarker of demyelination by looking at particular myelin lipids in the blood of patients with MS compared to the blood of healthy controls. And we're using a technique called high-performance liquid chromatography to look for myelin lipids to see if they're elevated in the blood of patients with MS. We're also wanting to look to see if there's any difference in patients with progressive forms of MS versus relapsing MS, and if there's any difference in patients who are treated with MS therapies versus non-treated patients. If we have some success in exploring this, the next steps will be to look to see if these myelin lipids change over time in patients with MS, because I think it makes me a better clinician, and I think it helps me to deliver a better standard of care to my MS patients when I'm across what's going on in the research fields, thanks to the donors who enable this type of work to go on.